Hey everyone, it's me Ari Dosset, call me Rashid. I'm your anthropologist and zoologist. Hit the like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member of the channel. Don't forget, you can donate the links below. Check my novels on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other places where they're available. If you wish a one-on-one consultation, check the fees and the instructions below in the description box. Thank you very much. All right, a quick tale. There were two demons roaming around. They were roaming around somewhere in the 1850s, in what today's United States. The demons were two tragedy spirits. So they were just jumping around, roaming around, seeing whom they can jump on to cause misfortune. I mean, they've been banned from heaven, they're waiting in the lake of fire, and they have nothing else to do. They should repent God before they're being reinstated, but that's never going to happen. They're reprobate. So these false spirits just going around, seeing where they can cause mischief to become relevant. You have two demons. Let's name demon one Manuel and the other demon Albert. Just two names we give to them. Manuel is looking around and he says, Albert, over there, over there. Oh my God, we can have a big party over here, y'all. And Albert tells, hey, let's keep going. And yeah, Albert is a more experienced demon since they've been banned from heaven. And Albert's also stronger than Manuel. So Manuel thought, hey, but yo, we can jump in. They've opened doors. They're wounded. I mean, they have a mental breakdown. This is a chance. Albert said, hey, I told you, keep walking. So Manuel walks through. But Manuel pissed up thinking, yo, you let the big opportunity go by. You could have directly what the hell with us. And then Albert told them, listen, that woman you saw over there, they thought, oh, we can jump into her life and cause havoc. I've been there. 2 years ago, when I jumped in, I was met with the whole angelic guard with swords, and they kicked my ass, I'm telling you. It reminded me of the day we were kicked out of heaven, man. It's so traumatic. I don't want to go to that anymore. And then Manuel thought, okay, never mind. But then Manuel asked, oh, but I mean, you were kicked out. Yeah. He said, bro, I didn't even have the chance to get in. The moment I thought I can jump in there, my God, the angelic guard smacked me around, y'all. Okay, so what goes on over here? And Albert got a bit impatient and said, listen, that woman over there, she knows we're lying. She knows that we are lying. She knows we're not about parasites working on behalf of the public. There are a lot of people projecting misfortune onto this woman. That's why she's going through a lot like that. But she knows the truth. And she operates in the truth. So there's no way we can see it over there. And if you try one of her close associates, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Okay, so that was around the 1850s. That woman, that believer, let's call her Grace, she passed away in the late 90s. And she had multiple children with two husbands. When one husband left her, she married again and she had other children. So now we go down a few generations. It's 2025 now. It is, let's calculate. Hold on a minute. Let's say the demons were there in 1855. 1955 is 100. 2005 will be 150. 175 years later. 175 years later. How many generations? The generation is 20 years. So let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So it's almost, I would say, 9 generations later. Almost. And the same two demons are also roaming around still. And then one day, this demon Albert, he sees someone that looks familiar to him. And he thought, and Manuel was still around also, and he asked Manuel, "Does that look more like this believer called Grace of several generations ago?" And Manuel said, "Yeah, she looks exactly like her. Is one of her descendants? Well, let's look." So the demons go up into the atmosphere. They check the ether and all of that, and they realize, oh crap, it's one of her descendants. And so then they go into their demonic archives asking, okay, what happened since we left that other woman alone? And they found out that through the generations, her example of walking by faith inspired her descendants to do the same. So until the early 2000s, everyone in her descendants were believers taking faith seriously. But since the early 2000s, many of her descendants became liberal. And then the demons realized that, okay, this woman here, that's a descendant of that few believer over there, she is in doubt. Can we enter? So they went to other demons who were more powerful, more experienced, and they told them, you better not enter over there. They asked why. She's liberal-minded. She has a lot of doubts. I mean, and she's around toxic people. So, what's up? Then one of the chief demons told them, "Listen, this woman is benefiting off generational blessings that were left by her grandfather. This woman had a grandfather who passed away 10 years ago, and he was powerful in the faith, and he decreed and declared wholeness on his descendants. So even if his descendants are wicked or whatever, it's very we can still end them if they're wicked, because end them if they have open doors, but his decrees are make it hard on us. He already passed away, but his decrees are lasting now. So demons realized, okay, so we can't mess around there. What else can we do? And the chief demon told her, you can mess around through the people she's involved with. You can jump into some of these unbelieving friends of hers and work through them, hoping to bring her down. Then you're not attacking her directly. So Manuel and Albert did exactly that. Now, they jumped into one of her female friends, who just broke up with her boyfriend, and there were other demons also in this female friend. So now you had a whole gang of demons aiming to bring down this female believer who operated in doubt. And here's the thing. This female believer, let's call her Emily, had no idea that the faith walk of her grandfather was still benefiting her, even though the man himself passed away. And the demons that were in this female friend of Emily were thinking, hold on a minute. How come this woman is so naive? How come this woman doesn't realize how bad the world is? How come she'll trust towards people? And then they remembered her grandpa, when he was still alive, walked by faith strongly, and his descendants now reap the benefits of it. Okay, there was the tale. It took 8 minutes to tell this. Now, what did you get out of this tale? It's a parable. The way people behave today affects generations to come. Whether they have children of their own or not, it doesn't matter. If people act loose, stupid, out of line today, the negative charges that are generated will still be there when they pass away. And who will have to face all these dark charges? The next generation. On the other hand, if people today operate in a righteous and constructive way, all the wealth is left behind. We will profit of that wealth. Next generation. Now, the next generation may waste the wealth. We don't know that. I mean, the people that passed away who worked for the wealth, they're not around anymore, but at least they left something behind. That was valuable. What I'm saying is, you always leave something behind. You always leave something behind. In the beginning of the parable, you had this woman called Grace that was going through a lot. Sorry, in the background. She was going through a lot because the people around her were projecting misfortune onto her. But, hold on. But because she walked by faith, the projections failed. She still went through difficulties because of it, but the ultimate purpose failed. She was destroyed. She didn't die. She didn't commit suicide. None of those things. That's her first marriage did break because her husband was not stable. Her first husband, so she had to marry. She married another husband afterwards. She went through hardship, but she stood fast. She passed away. Her example inspired her descendants and also other people around. So long after she passed away, somewhere in let's say somewhere in the in 1910s, long after she passed away, people still had folk stories about her. She was not canonized in any church or anything like that, but her impact, the impact of her life mattered, even though she was gone. Now, one of her descendants, this boy called Rolf, he joined the military, he got discharged, he suffered a lot of problems in his life. He had addictions, but eventually he remembered one of his ancestors was this female believer that did a lot for the community, and he thought, you know what, I can do better, and he did better, and now his granddaughter now has some benefit off of it. It can also go the other way around. Let's say there were ancestors, the people that lived generation before you, and they were wasteful, wicked, whatever. You today will experience the echo of the lives they've lived. There's nothing you can do about it, just the way it is. You will experience the echoes of the lives you've lived. The consequence of the lives you've lived, you have to deal with it. All of us have to deal with the consequences of those who lived before us, especially in our own lineage, but not just your own lineage. If you move to a city, if in generations before you moved there, things were wasteful, things were toxic, and you moved that city, you will experience the consequence of the past. If there was a civil war in the country that brought national trauma, and you moved to the country, you now you're now part of a national trauma, even though you never experienced the trauma yourself, even nor your family. This is how it is. So, what we need to do is be the best we can be today to glorify the Heavenly Father, which also implies we need to know what goes on. We can't just assume or make presumptions based on church doctrine or on traditions and based on that make decisions in life. Look, people that lived before you, they lived before you. But you can't change the past, okay? Whether they were saved or damned, there's nothing you can do about it. What you can do about it is process the past and make sure you're better than those who came before you. That's what you can do. It is what you should do. And that's what a lot of believers are not doing. There are even believers that think that history doesn't matter. I mean, where did they get that from? Listen, you cannot change the past, but you can change how you are today after processing the past. That's what you should do. Well, that's it for now. Keep in agreement with Christ and be at peace.